Hello everybody, welcome back to Pixie Woo. Now on my recent 3-minute makeover video, someone asked me if I could do half the face with makeup and half not with makeup so they can see the difference. So that's what I'm going to do for you today. Hope you enjoy. So firstly, I'm going to draw a line down the middle of my face. I'm just going to take a bit of black eyeshadow. This is going to be hard to see actually. This side I'm going to do in makeup. Let's get started. How weird does that look anyway? Okay, I'm going to take a little bit of Illamasqua Skin Based Foundation. Now this is quite a good coverage foundation, and I've chosen that purely because I really do want to show a difference. Because I want you to understand why we put products in certain places on the face. Now the foundation is a little bit lighter, but it doesn't matter because I'm going to put colour back into it. It's absolutely fine. You can instantly see how much difference that makes. I've got a blank canvas on this side, and this side is just my natural skin. I'm then going to take a little bit of concealer. This one is Studio Finish Concealer. I'm going to run that under my eyes. So you can see on this side where I get a little bit darker here. So this is just going to counteract that. Around the nose, where I'm a little bit redder here. Because they're the bits that are going to show through quickest. Now I get quite high colour on my cheeks, but I don't mind that, I quite like it. I also get quite high colour through my brow bone, where they've been plucked over the years, unfortunately. So I take a little bit of concealer through there too. Whatever's left on the brush, I can run over my cheeks. And that will just give me a little bit of extra coverage there as well. Right, I'm then going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to do quite a basic eye. I'm going to take the Louise Young palette. I'm going to take the lightest shade on a Real Techniques base shadow brush. I'm just going to pop that all over the eyelid. And this is just going to set anything that's already on the eye. With this colour I can go right up to the brow because it matches my skin tone. And right under the eye. So it just stops that little creasing that you get under the eye. I'm then going to take the second colour along. I'm going to use the same brush. I'm just going to run that along the lash line, about halfway across the eye. And it kind of goes at an angle, so it's working upwards. Let the brush do a lot of the work for you. So diagonal. If you want to pop it through the socket bone, you can. And all you do is just pull it back and pop the excess product through the socket to lift the eye and contour. So we just wing the eyes out slightly. I'm then going to go in with a little bit of the black in this palette and a 266 angle brush. Now I'm going to start from the outer corner, turning my brush so it sits nicely in here. And what you're doing is you're lining from the bottom liner, so it goes straight up. And where your bottom lash line is, that's where your top flick starts. So you're just turning it round and pushing it there so you get a slight, it almost elongates the eye slightly. Then push that softly over the lash line. And again, it's going in a V, so it's getting smaller as you go down. Get right in that very inner corner, so it's just thickening the lash line slightly. Then get your brush that you used before and just run it along that little corner bit there so it makes it that little bit softer. So you can already see how that's slightly elongating my eye. I'm then going to drag a tiny bit of this just under the eye in the very corner. Again, that's bringing out my lashes and making them look stronger. I'm going to then take a little bit of MAC, this is Micrographic Pencil in NW25. I'm going to run that on the waterline here just to lift that slightly. Takes away the redness a little bit. Right, I'm then going to curl my lashes. Give them a good curl. Tilt it if you want to get maximum curl. Add some mascara. I've got Zoom Fast Black Lash from MAC. Then for the brows, I'm going to stick to the same palette for my brows. I'm going to use this colour on the Clean 266. I'm just going to follow the bottom line of my brows and then brush upwards slightly. So just following the natural shape of my brows. I'm then going to go back in with a little bit of my concealer and just touch up the underneath of the brow to make that sharper. Then got a little bit of Anastasia Brow Gel. This one is in Espresso. Take off a lot of the product. You don't want too much of this on. Obviously choose the colour that suits you. I'm just going to use that to show that there are hairs there. Right, I'm then going to powder all the makeup into place. I've got Studio Fix powder. This is a powder foundation. I'm using a Real Techniques multitask brush. I'm just going to pop that onto the skin. Push it on so it doesn't move the makeup. It's actually really interesting just doing half my face. Right, I then need to bring out my cheekbones a little bit. I have got MAC Matte Bronze. And I'm going to use that on a contour brush. Suck your cheeks in. Now, when you do your contouring, you can either suck your cheeks in so you can see where the line is. You can roll your brush up, and then when you feel like it's hit something, that is where your cheekbone is. Also, you can go round the face and where the top of the ear is, go down. Don't go any further than the centre of the eye, otherwise it goes into the cheek area and it cuts into your cheek. So you're just going to go down the cheekbone. I like to do my jawbone as well. I'm then going to take a little bit of highlighter. This one is a Compact Shine On in shade 4 by Makeup Forever. I'm going to use the same brush. This is just going to sit on the top of the cheekbone. Don't go too far into this area because that's where you get fine lines. If you're really young you can get away with it, but try to keep it just to the top of the cheekbone. Right, I'm then going to take a little bit of blusher to the apples of the cheeks. This one is Ben Nye Cream Blush in Blushing Bride. I'm going to use a contour brush because I've already used it. And don't worry that this is cream, it makes no difference. I'm just going to buff that over the apples of the cheeks. I like a cream blush over powder because I think it makes the skin look a little bit healthier and glowing. Do excuse my voice, it sounds a bit hoarse. I've just been to the gym, 1, and 2, I have a little bit of hay fever, I think. It's just on the apples of the cheeks. And then for the lips. Right, for the lips I'm going to use an Eve Pearl lip liner. This one is in Cosmo. And I'm going to start from the side of the lip and pull round so it opens the lip out that much more. If you go that way, you're closing the lip, so you're making your lips smaller. If you want to make your lips look smaller, then do it that way. colour the whole lip in with that, so it's going to last that little bit longer for you. And then over the top I'm going to put Dark Beige by Shu Uemura. This is my favourite colour at the moment. So there you have the finished look. You know, I still look like me, just a bit more enhanced, probably a bit better really, isn't it? I hope you've enjoyed that and you found it interesting, and it will help you work out how to do your makeup and where to place things. Yeah, have a good day. Don't forget to subscribe and like, and I will see you all again soon. You take care. Bye-bye.